Hi everyone, my name's Electric Donkey, and today we are back on the No Man's Sky type project we've got going. Now, if you remember in the last video, we did some lighting. It's pretty basic lighting. Now, today we're not going to be copying off another program, which somehow I have open. What we're going to be doing is we're going to be adding some ores into our game. Now, No Man's Sky doesn't have your traditional ores. It has the ores being above ground, you know, in little spikes normally. So what I've done is I've just made a really simple background BK ore, and that's what we're going to be using today to make some ores to mine and play around with. So what we're going to be wanting to do is go into our world gen, the create the planet event, and when we sort out the inventory, when I've got my PC back, we will go into mining this and stuff. Okay. So we want to find the bit that controls the trees, the wood bit anyway. Okay, so here it is. It's pretty complicated, but the long and short of it is we want to randomize where we want to place them. So to do this, we're going to basically copy all of what we've done for the trees. Now, don't worry, we're not going to be rewriting all of this, definitely not. Instead, we're going to just take the snippets we need and, you know, destroy the rest. Destroy? Maybe that's a bit extreme. But anyway, let's find the top of this. Come on. Come on, a bit further. There we go. And we'll paste this underneath the trees one. And this will be to control our ores. Now, first off, we don't need any of this whatsoever, so we can just completely obliterate that and just leave that planet thing. Moreover, we don't need this for loop at all, and therefore we don't need a fair bit of this. We only need that. And this needs to be changed to BK ore. Now, what we have to do is we have to... Actually, we do have to put -1 there to be fair. We want to change the... Well, we'll fiddle around with this bit first. So, to do this, we need to go back into the initialize the variables sort of section. And we want to make another variable for ores. This will be the amount of ores. Now you could do, this is what we're going to do. We're going to do irandom range. Is that another thing? Oh no, I've put random range. And we're going to put it between, let's say 5 and 10. That seems fair. Right, now in the create the planet, we can safely go ahead and edit this little bit here. So we want to change, oh, where are we? We want to change this to be ores. We want to then change that to ores, or ore even, and that to ore. And that's basically it, I think. Apart from here, we need to change that to ores. Basically, everywhere we see tree, we need to change to ore. Now, fingers crossed, that should be all working. So you might want to pause and just write that down. But I will go back in a minute and explain what that all does, because I've whizzed through that really quickly. Now, fingers crossed, this should create 5 to 10 different ores, depending on what world we're in, you know, just on a random basis, and that should be pretty good if it works. What you could do is you could then go in to make more different types of ores. You could do all sorts of different things with this, because No Man's Sky definitely has a variety of about 5 at least. Right, so we do have an issue. We need to, oh right, somewhere we put a little typo in there in the world gen. Execute piece of code, it'll be this one. We've put ores, that's right. Have we spelt ores somewhere instead of ore or something? I is bigger than ores, that's right. Ore. I don't think we've done anything wrong. I think we've forgot to make the array though, which would be a slight problem. Oh dear, we're having some issues here. Here we'll make that, then we'll set tree or even or 5 equals -1. That will just make an array basically. So fingers crossed now that should work. Let's just check if or I. Yeah, it was just we hadn't made the array. I quite frequently forget to do that because I forget they're not you know, they're not completely different to DS grids where you don't have to. You do still have to make them at some point. You can't just pretend to make them. Keep going. It doesn't quite work. Now let's see, shall we? Hopefully we shouldn't get any issues, but if we do, we just have to deal with them. And we're having some major issues there. Oh dear. Okay, so somehow we're massively out of our range. So let's just go check what's going wrong there. I'm presuming it's something that the tree does that the ores don't do. So it might be the fact that it's going up. So that might have screwed something over. So I equals 1. Let's see. Over y. That should probably be 1. That's probably why. I'm not entirely sure. If yeah, that should work. Now I think it was it that line? If or does not equal n. Let's give that a run again. If not, we'll have to do a proper in-depth check through everything. But I think that should be it. I think we should have that there. Well, there might have been a little typo in there or something that I've just misspelt, or some systematic error or something like that. They do come up quite frequently. So let's just wait until this is running. And any minute now. Come on, a little bit more. There we go. No, so it's still coming up with the same issue. Execution error. Variable index 0.6 out of range 1.6. So it sounds like we're trying to access something that's not in our range. So that should be line 137, I think it said. 137. Yeah. If or does not equal n or equals n. Okay, what does n? What can n equal? Ah. Yes, this wouldn't help. Right. So or I ors. Okay. Coming back up here in the orbit, we probably need to set this to 11 because if you remember, what's different with the trees and the ores is the ores can go up to a maximum of 10, whereas the trees can only go up to a maximum of 4. Now that is rather important because if you think about it, the only time where that's ever going to work for that ores is if it was 5 dead on the dot. Now chances of it being 5 is obviously 1 in 5 because it's a 5 to 10 number. So let's give this a go. Fingers crossed this should run. Do something. Okay. And there we go. So, slight issue with those trees. I will try and fix that when we have the next episode. Also, the stone isn't working as it should do. But overall, they look like ores-ish. Well, apart from them being giant red triangles that resemble nothing like ores. But yeah, also the stone isn't drawing underneath. But once again, we'll fix that in the next episode. But anyway, guys, that is it for this episode. If you liked the video, remember to like, subscribe, or just do what you guys want to do. And I will talk to you in the next one.